Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, my next guest claims that he can speak to the dead.
My name's John Edward.
World-renowned psychic.
My daughter calls me the Gordon Ramsay of psychics. Your husband is telling me to tell you white flower. Is Niagara Falls significant? Did you find a feather there?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm crying. That's so crazy. I'm getting so emotional.
The freak out continues. It's coming at you.
He's toured the world and has a new book about his work with the FBI. Please welcome John Edward. Thank you, John. Thank you very much. John Edward, thanks so much for being here, mate.
Thanks
first
for
things
having
first. Tell us about the new album. Sorry, that's the wrong one.
It's called Chasing Evil.
That's the wrong one, mate. Thank you very much. First things, when did you know you were coming on the show?
About a month ago.
Really?
I saw it.
That's when we booked you, so that's perfect. Hey, now listen, this is a very old television studio you're in, and I'm sure there are plenty of ghosts in this room tonight, John. Do you think, I hate to put you on the spot, do you think that you could spot a ghost if we panned around the studio audience? Do you reckon you'd be able to spot a ghost? Can you spot anything?
Not really getting anything.
Nothing's
no.
coming? This could be very interesting. Now, this is a serious question. You encourage skeptics, don't you?
I do. I encourage critical thinking and skepticism, not cynicism. So cynicism means that nothing's possible, and no matter what somebody experiences or sees, evidence-wise, they've made up their mind. But if somebody's skeptical, it's basically saying, I'm uncertain, I'm not sure. If there's any type of evidence or validation that can support something, then you're going to be able to shift your perspective.
Is there anything you don't believe in?
Is there,
like horoscopes or tarot cards or...
Oh, I was going to go a completely different direction, but no.
We'll go in a direction, that's fine.
No, it's not a political show. No. I was going to when I was a kid study astrology, and it was too much math.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is not for me.
Yeah. Well, Denise doesn't believe in vaccines, so there you go. That's a Hey, John, you've been dealing with deaths for decades, and we've noticed that we've noticed that it comes in many different forms.
Do you know if there was somebody shot in that family too?
I am getting somebody who was murdered.
Somebody's pregnant.
Has somebody who passed from a hanging. There's a suicide energy. Either a brain tumor, brain aneurysm. Did he have severe athlete's foot and blind in one eye?
Mate, I didn't know you could die from athlete's foot. That's unbelievable. By the way, I left one out. This was my favourite, John.
There's some type of fire story in that back section over there.
Dismembered and burnt in a...
Just say yes or no.
It's a wonderful example, by the way. We can see your daughter has called you the Gordon Ramsay of psychic mediums.
Yeah.
You certainly don't sugarcoat it.
No.
Do you? And has that always been your style?
Yeah, pretty much.
How has that helped, do you reckon? Is it better?
I'm just very blunt. So, like, if I'm going to be doing a reading for somebody and using my energy to do that, I want to make sure that they're going to get the most out of the experience. And sometimes when you're dealing with somebody who's kind of wanting to hear from one person and only one person, and there are other people that are trying to come through, it can get in the way of the process. So energetically, it's like you have to kind of like take control of the session.
I wish I'd done that during the Five Sauce interview, to be honest. Hey, that was great. Now you're doing much like Five Sauce, by the way. You're doing big venues now. I'll just ask you a question, because when you started doing readings, though, they would have been a bit more personal, a bit more intimate. And did that, with people's homes, I suppose?
I did house parties.
Yeah, and when you were doing that, did things ever get uncomfortable?
Very uncomfortable.
Example?
An example would be I had gone to a place in New York, it's called Staten Island, and I was in a woman's basement. She was the owner of the house. She was the last person that was getting read. Her mom had come through, and her mom had died from an illness. However, this woman was getting more and more upset, and at the end of the reading, she said, "Is she mad at me?" And I said, "No." And I'm thinking, what did I say that would make her think that she was mad at her? Because I didn't say anything that would imply that. I said, "Why do you think your mom's mad at you?" And she went, "Because I killed her." I would like you all to know that I was so chill and so calm. In my mind, I'm like, my appointment book's in my car. Nobody knows where I'm at. I'm in this lady's basement, and she just admitted killing her mother. And I'm like, how did you do it? And basically her mom had really severe illness and she heavily medicated her and she thinks that she killed her. We would call that palliative care by today's standards or hospice, but back then she felt responsible.
As a general rule, when you've talked to the dead, are they usually upset at the people who killed them?
In that example, no.
Okay.
No.
Cool. Rightio. I've got a couple of quick ones. You know when you're guessing the way people have died?
No guessing.
No guessing.
Guessing would imply it's not based on something. It's actually based on an energy. So I'm interpreting what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling, and then trying to formulate what I feel that is.
Are the type of deaths, though, in different countries, like, are they related to different countries? Are they more, for instance, in Australia, when you're doing a tour, is it mostly melanomas? No?
No, but thank you for putting that in my head now.
Oh, there you go. That's there. That's yours. You can take it if you want. All right. We only hear one side of the conversation.
Yes.
Do you ever talk back to them?
This is a great question that nobody's ever asked me.
Yes.
Sam!
Got him. I got there.
I told you to ask that question, didn't I? Yeah.
So many years ago, people would say, can you ask them something for me? And I would be like, no, it's only what comes through. And then at some of those house parties where I would be reading for people in a group, if somebody wasn't getting what it was coming through, I would start saying to them, help me. Like, she clearly doesn't know what you want. Like, give me something else. And then I realized if they're answering my questions, why wouldn't they answer the client's questions? So I would say at the end of a session, you can ask me questions to ask them. And sometimes they would answer them, sometimes they wouldn't.
All right. I've got to ask you about your new book, because your new book is about working with the FBI.
Yes.
And that's, there it is, Chasing Evil. Firstly, did you write it yourself or did you have a ghostwriter? No. Tell us about the book and what's it like, working with the FBI.
So I, 3 decades ago, met a gentleman by the name of Robert Hilton who came to my office to expose me as a fraud and a con because he didn't like the fact that he heard me on radio shows doing readings. And when he came to me with a real case, with real evidence about a missing person, he also went around his office and brought items that belonged to coworkers and put it in the same evidence bag. And I was able to discern the difference between the real evidence and the the control items. Anyway, from that reading, I wound up helping him on that case, and I wound up reading for him and giving him information that he did not know about his own family. And that kind of became the genesis of, can you continue to help me? I said, if you keep my name out of stuff, I will help you. And he said, well, I want to keep my job, so that's not a problem. And the two of us have worked together, and he's now retired from the FBI, and this is kind of like his memoir of our time together.
Wow, this is, that actually makes me like, no, I'm not going to read it. Hey, only because I'm very busy, by the way, but if you do, the book's out, John, the book's out, and also you are touring Australia now.
I am, I love being here.
You can get VIP packages, which is, I assume, food and drink and a meet and greet with your dead nana. What's a VIP? What's a VIP package?
So a VIP ticket is where somebody gets the after event. There's a Q&A after, and then they get a virtual online event, and then they get a 3-month membership to an online channel that I have. It's called Evolve Plus TV.
Okay, there you go. Scotty, we're in. Are we chance?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
wonderful.
love
All right,
to.
I've got to keep moving. It's been genuinely fascinating to talk to you. I guess next time we speak, I'll be dead. Please thank John Edward, everyone.